one. What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the CSPN podcast, your podcast for all things Chaminade. Today we got a good one for you guys. A couple Chaminade alums made the All-Star team. Got the house show coming up. Spring sports are starting soon. And some more fan questions. It's got Mark and Cooper with me today.
What's up, guys?
How's it going, fellas?
So yeah, anyway, let's get started with the house show. Mark, you're a house captain, so you kind of know most about that, so let's talk about it.
Yeah, so we actually tried to get Adam Cunningham originally and then Jimmy Grumick to come on. I wanted Adam to come because he took the lead, which was, a little questionable. So he starred, directed, and I don't know if he wrote it, but he definitely organized the filming.
Confidence.
Yeah, he was. Let's just say he was involved for sure.
Commitment to the house.
Yeah, yeah. The choice to cast yourself was a little suspect, but and then Jimmy, I wanted Jimmy on because I don't know if you guys had heard, but Lamoureux took a 10% loss, turning it in late, and I wanted to get his story on that. Yeah,
how do you do that?
Actually, so Joe Dahlman was the one who edited. Oh, my mic just fell off fell out of place, folks. Sorry. Joe Dahlman was the editor for their video, and Jimmy and Pedro had actually told him that it was turned in by the end of the day on Monday and not at 8:15 in the morning.
Oh.
Not only that, Joe Dahlman was here, but he didn't have his phone on him, so they couldn't get a hold of him. So it's not Joe's fault. It's Jimmy and Pedro's fault.
No. I was just saying it's definitely got to be on the house captains.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, 100%.
And if it's a reflection of anything, it's their score. So it's kind of how it's been the whole year. No offense, Lamoureux, but it's kind of
it's been a rough year.
You did say that they weren't very compatible.
Yeah, I mean, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. They're great captains. They're just not very. Their chemistry's not great between the two of them. But anyways, so it should be a really exciting show. McClare's doing Breaking Bad. Gray's doing Back to the Future. O'Donnell is doing Groundhog Day. I have no clue what Meyer's doing. And Lamoureux is doing Rocky, starring Andrew Vitale, Meatball.
He's been gone though. I mean,
he doesn't go to school. He doesn't go to school.
Is he getting filmed? Has he been there for filming days?
Ironically, so Mauclair filmed for 2 weeks. Our filming production was 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know how many days it took Lamoureux to finish?
It's got to be 2 days.
Three days.
Oh my gosh.
So I hope they had some good footage. I was just shocked when they told me that. And Ted, Henry, Jake Feisey, and I, me and Ted didn't edit. It was mostly Feisey and his little brother, but I mean, we had to cut at least 10 minutes of film, and we only had 10 minutes, so we could have made a dang episode with everything we had.
And if I'm not mistaken, we're allowed to go to the skip for it, right?
Yeah, seniors are in the skip tomorrow. House polo with khakis, I believe. We tried to get house shirts, but for whatever reason, they
said no.
Have we even worn them yet this year, officially?
I don't think we have.
Yeah.
Twice, not enough. But hopefully we'll be able to wear them during the Red Devil Relay.
Yeah, do you know do you know anything about the Red Devil Relay?
So they're in the process currently. We're for sure having something. That's what I've been told. I don't know what that entails. I think Monday Mrs. Young is coming into the captain's meta group and detailing what they decided on, because I think she's the chair.
Okay.
But yeah, we are definitely having something. I don't know what that means. But anyways, back to the house show. Yeah, I mean, it should be a really good show. I'm really excited. It's going to be a little weird without the live portion and with everybody in the skip, or not being in the skip.
Is there a reason that we're in the skip, or do they just
I think it was just a senior privilege, because we didn't want really just have people watch in their meta group.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of want to watch it together.
Yeah. And I have a little surprise for you guys in between videos. I think it will be pretty funny, but it could honestly the way I think it's going to go, it's either going to be people laughing really hard or just what am I watching?
Silence.
Just why is Mark doing this? But we'll see.
Is this gonna be a live?
No. I wish that would have been really cool. But
you have a pre-recorded surprise.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, I'm excited.
Yeah, and I didn't even tell the captains because they were like, "What is it? We want to input." I'm like, "Dude, just trust me. You'll like it. Just wait."
So does anyone know what it is, or are you the only one?
No, literally Shaver and I know what it is.
Oh, okay.
And
I
hit him with a DSW designer shoe warehouse. You're going to like it. Or what? You know what I'm talking about? Just butchered the quote.
I'm looking forward to I'm looking forward to tomorrow. House show's always a great time.
Men's Warehouse. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hold on. let me-
okay.
let me
It's gonna be
pull it.
weird though. No live portion. Like the live portion's almost usually the videos is kind of the more funny thing to watch.
Yeah.
But the live portion's so fun because especially with seniors, all the seniors usually go up on stage
Yeah.
and like there's an appreciation type thing. But at least all the seniors can be able to be over in the skip and watch them together for the last time. So
And remember last year when Hawatma like got up on top of like that huge thing and was just singing?
Wait, folks. Sorry, this is the commercial I was referencing. There we go. All right, sorry. Back to Kevin.
the delayed. I mean, we see it on our computer.
You're gonna
here.
like the way
There's
you
a
look.
long stretch of silence, and then
That's funny.
What were you saying, Kevin?
No, I was just talking about the live portion of the show and how like Tristan Hawatma got up there
Yeah.
and was like on top of that gigantic thing and
Yeah.
singing. And then there was one year where I think O'Donnell did Bohemian Rhapsody, and what was his name?
Wasn't that
His last name was Donnelly, and he was like I don't even know what he did. He was pretending to be a rapper, and he had like a rap battle with someone.
oh yeah, that was 2 years ago, I think.
And then
I
Master
can't
was the
remember.
drummer for the for Queen.
Yeah,
Oh
That was funny.
yeah, and I wonder who's gonna whip out Shaver as their.
I
as
think
the,
Gray will do it.
You think Gray
Adam's gonna keep that routine going, unfortunately.
with him tied up?
But yeah, I mean, the not having the live portion is really weird. Well, and it's you'd think it'd be easier, but then you got to go from a 6-minute video to a 4-minute video. So I guess the only good thing about it is you don't have to have all the choreography that you would with a live portion, but you know,
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot of work.
so is it a 10-minute max video this year?
10-minute max. Everybody pretty much did 10 minutes. Like
Yeah.
I think we had like 9:59 with credits and everything.
Gotcha. So yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. And then it's usually you say 6 minutes usually.
Usually 6, and then the live portion's 4.
Okay.
And usually they obviously piggyback off each other, so it's like, you know, like
You gotta allow.
we got to go to the skip for some reason, you know.
Yeah,
And then-
exactly.
yeah, it's just it's always a good time though.
Well, yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm excited for it. Big news for Chaminade students. A couple NBA players by the names of Jason Tatum and Bradley Beal.
Who are they again?
I
I don't think
think they used to go to school here. Number 3 overall recruit in the nation.
Oh,
number
wow,
3
that's
overall draft picks.
interesting.
Both of them are all stars this year.
Yeah,
So
don't
let's
forget
get a
about
quick
yeah
round of applause for them.
Yeah.
that too. But don't forget about Tyler Cook just getting a 10-day
Yeah.
contract from the
Mhm.
Nets.
Tyler Cook got signed by the Nets.
I was watching last night just college basketball, and there's so many kids from St. Louis now that are just. I mean, it seems like college and NBA is just getting taken over by St. Louis kids. Like last night, I just saw.
It is.
I was watching the North Carolina game, and Caleb Love was out there, and then all of a sudden, they showed clips from the NC State game, and I saw Jericho. I was like,
Jericho.
I mean, it's just these kids we're everywhere
It's
right
just
now.
funny to think, like, you know, why St. Louis? You know, it's just like a small Midwestern town. Like, why is it so good at basketball?
But then it's funny
don't
because I
know.
think football, you don't get it near, like almost anything in football.
oh,
but then
absolutely not.
basketball, there's just so much. I mean, there's so
Yeah,
many good players.
It's weird.
I think it's Ben McLemore, Rudy Gay, Tyler Cook, Jason Tatum, Bradley Beal, Patrick McCall. Those are like 6 off the top of my head.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rudy Gay's from St. Louis.
I think so.
Huh.
I know Ben McLemore is.
Where'd he go to high school?
Ben McLemore went to Trinity.
He went to KU for college, Ben McLemore.
Yeah, wait, let me look up Rudy
He's
Gay.
super solid.
I actually.
But
he might
yeah,
not
I
be
mean,
from
Why
St.
did I think
Louis.
Rudy Gay was? Oh, I'm thinking of Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, he's
He's
from
Oh,
like
never
Australian
mind.
or something.
European.
Disregard what I said. Rudy Gay is from Baltimore. Ben McLemore's from St. Louis, though. I know that for sure.
Macklemore. I'm gonna pop some tags. Go shopping.
I don't. Yeah, it's Harris, Larry Hughes, Damian. We got a lot of
I think
talent.
it's definitely
A lot
got
of
to do
talent
something
coming up.
with. I think the AAU aspect now in St.
Mhm,
Louis
for
with
sure.
the Eagles and Bradley Beal having his team, and then Tatum now having his team.
Tatum's got a team.
Yeah, he does his through the Eagles now. So like they're
Oh, wow.
yeah, so they have like they've gotten involved in the youth community, which is really cool.
Mhm.
It really like expanded the high school basketball here in general. And
Yeah.
it's really been since Beal, honestly, and then ever since Jason too, it's just exploded. I mean, I think Jason played for Brad's team, or you know,
I think he did. Yeah.
Well, I guess what it comes down to is players that make it from St. Louis kind of coming back and like doing that is
Like,
kind of what makes it.
yeah, that
Community
agree.
work and
Yeah,
stuff.
and I don't know if you've seen this, but like Jeremy Macklin, he played Kirkwood Webster football, Pee Wee, and then went on to Kirkwood High School, then to Mizzou, then played for the Eagles and the Chiefs. Had a pretty decent career in the NFL.
Yeah, no,
He's-
great career
yeah,
there for when he wasn't hurt. I mean, he was
Exactly,
great.
yeah. And now he's coaching at Kirkwood, so I guess it's kind of just the environment that you create based off your own success.
Yeah, a lot about that's even with it's just the high schools with all the private high schools in St. Louis.
Yeah.
The alumni always play such a big role in all
For
the
sure.
schools and the sports. So
Yeah.
it's always really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it definitely is. Have you seen like the Celtics recently?
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
terrible.
Oh my god.
Well, the Wizards and the Celtics have kind of flip flopped. The
Yeah.
Wizards have been going, they've been going off for whatever reason, and
hmm
the Celtics have been just terrible right now.
Yeah, Tatum got COVID, and then he said he's still suffering from the side effects, and I guess that just
Yeah,
Yeah,
that happened
screwed him over.
That happened to Miles Garrett of the Browns. Same thing kind of
Yeah.
happened. He was
Mhm.
playing so good, got it, and then just wasn't really able to get back to speed.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
getting
it's
back
after.
slowly, but clearly it's affecting them.
I don't even know
so-
if it's as
yeah.
much him. I mean, it's a little
No,
bit of
he-
the
yeah.
coaching, and I mean the whole team. Marcus Smart's out. He's usually
Yeah,
such a big player.
they have no bench.
But
Yeah.
how about the Jazz? The Jazz are like the best team in the league. I mean, they just stomped on the Lakers last night
Yeah.
again.
Well, the Lakers are another team who are just a mess after Anthony Davis getting hurt.
Yeah, you just realize now how good Anthony Davis is. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a top 5 player in the league.
Yeah, I mean LeBron's only so good. You can't rely. What is he like?
Yeah.
30.
I mean, he's 35 now,
Yeah.
30. Yeah,
maybe 36.
I think he's
but
36.
I mean, he's still performing as a top player. It's just you can't rely
Yeah.
on him that much.
yeah, so
I
much
mean,
of a team sport, obviously.
Without Anthony Davis, you can see how much worse
Mhm.
they are now. Like since Anthony Davis got injured, they're a sub 500 team.
Yeah, but they should be
Yeah.
better because they have Montrezl Harrell, who was 6th man of the year.
No, they
last year.
should be better.
They have
'cause,
Dennis
yeah.
Schroeder. I mean, they're
Well, I
still
think
loaded.
Schroeder's
I
hurt,
think.
is he not?
Is he out? He may
I
be
think-
out.
I could be
Schroeder
wrong. I think he was.
He
Yeah.
might be.
Maybe not, I
Yeah, they're
don't know.
dealing with some injuries over there.
Yeah.
So that's always not good. But also Devin Booker, most disrespected player in the NBA. Did you see he didn't make the All-Star team?
Yeah, whenever I
Yeah.
see the snubs, though, for me personally, I think he should have made it. But a lot of the guys, they released 10 dudes who should have been on the All-Star team. It's like, well, you can only have so many. You have
Yeah.
to think. You have to look at it and be like, okay, who are they going to replace though?
No, well, my
Which
only
is where it gets hard. Like there were some guys on the West Side where I know Mike Conley's played great, but it's like, who is he going to replace? Kawhi Leonard?
no,
Like,
yeah.
the reserves are
yeah. And the
top
Jazz
line.
already had 2 All-Stars. My only issue with it was the Suns were the 4th seed in the West, and Chris Paul made it over Booker.
Yeah,
but
that-
Devin Booker's the best player on the Suns,
Yeah.
so why did Chris Paul make it over him?
Yeah.
Booker is going to end up being an All-Star. He's replacing Anthony Davis.
Yeah,
That was,
Booker started a little
yeah.
bit slow though this
So-
year, but he definitely has picked it up in the last couple of weeks. I mean,
Mhm.
he's
No, he's picked it up.
one
I
of
mean,
the clutchest players in the league.
yeah,
too.
he's an injury replacement for Anthony Davis, so he's going to be an All-Star this year, but I think he should have been voted in from the first ballot, but
Yeah, I think
No.
Meatball maybe did some future bets at the beginning of the year for the Suns to get 50 wins or something.
it was 38.
38, yeah,
Mhm.
which I'm sure that's easily going to
looking
hit.
good so far. Yeah,
They're definitely going to hit that unless
Yeah.
something tragic happens.
I think talking about snubs, I thought the biggest snub was Damian Lillard actually not being a starter.
that was
I think he should have been it over Luka
Doncic.
Doncic.
Yeah,
Personally, I mean,
100%.
the Mavericks are just not very good, and the Blazers are what? They're 3rd in the West or something behind
So-
the Lakers.
they're doing good.
Yeah, they're right in front of the Suns. They've been great this year, just all because Damian Lillard too. I mean, they haven't had McCollum all year, so
So is Steph still the favorite for the MVP?
No, I think it's either LeBron or Joel Embiid
Wow.
right now. The
Joel Embiid,
the Warriors,
really?
yeah,
they're first in the East.
Yeah, I don't watch any or NBA
yeah.
at all.
The Warriors
so-
don't have a good enough record for Curry to win
Mm.
MVP.
Isn't that so lame? That's how it is.
It's so dumb.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. I think if the Wizards were above 500, I think Beal would be in that conversation with the way he's
I
been
agree.
playing this year. What, 33 points,
Yeah.
6 rebounds, 5
I don't know how
assists.
he's not. Honestly, I mean,
Yeah.
he missed that time with COVID. That was probably the only reason why.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking about sports, Chaminade Spring Sports start next week.
Yeah, Monday, March 1st.
March 1st.
Baseball tryouts. I know lacrosse and rugby have already started.
Yeah.
Water polo started up too. I think if I'm correct. Yeah.
Mhm.
Should be. I think actually, do we want to move on to questions? Because I think there was a question that led up to that.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do
Yeah.
it.
All right, so folks, we're gonna enter our question section of the podcast.
Yeah, make sure you guys are always just go to our Instagram at CSPN Podcast and make sure we put up usually a weekly story up there on Wednesdays, and just make sure you tap in and you're able to ask questions. So
All right, so our first question is from Max Wolke. He wrote in last week, and it was a good question as well. So his question is just spring sports predictions ?
Oh,
So we got
in
baseball,
terms
water
of like
polo.
record and stuff.
Yeah, like
Okay.
how we think we'll do.
I think baseball's gonna be good.
I mean they've got both Webbers. They were pretty solid last year. They didn't lose too many seniors. I mean they lost Pat, Closey, and
Luxefeld.
Yeah, I mean they're going to be young, I think, but I'm
Oh,
sure they'll have a lot of success.
I think we're gonna be a little bit underrated this year in baseball because I think we're at such an advantage when either of the Webbers pitch.
Yeah,
It's gonna
exactly.
Be, I mean that's
That's
when
very true.
either Weber
Yeah.
pitches, we're gonna have a really good shot in every game,
For
just
sure.
because we're gonna hold him to
1 or 2 runs.
yeah, 1 or 2
tops.
runs max
Yeah.
exactly. But let's see what else do we have. I think
Golf?
lacrosse is supposed to be solid this year.
Cross should
Lacrosse
be solid.
is supposed to be good.
That we lost a few offensive players last year, but
Yeah, junior class is really good though.
yeah, it's going to be.
Is
a
it
young
really?
Team.
Joe Kavanaugh, Bryce Sullivan's
Bryce.
good too.
CJ's good.
It's going to be
Yeah.
a young team, but they're a good team.
I know for our class, Pedro Suarez is playing this year.
Mhm.
Jake Geesey's really
Jake
good.
Geesey's really
Obviously,
good.
Drew
Baltic's
Altic.
good.
Yeah, a bunch of guys.
Kellen's a
coming to
hard
college.
worker. He's
Mhm.
gotten a lot better. Kellen's good now.
Yeah, I mean, I think they'll obviously make a run. They're always, contenders. It's always hard to compete against the MICSs of the world, and
Yeah.
SLU has a pretty good program right now. Smet's solid.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, and then water polo. I think if this could be a biased opinion, but I was talking to Owen Boyette, and he's I don't really know what the positions are, but he's a captain, and I think we're really supposed to be really good.
For water
Good.
polo.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he's either a freshman or sophomore. His name's Jake Wedding. He's supposed to be one of the best players in the state. James Lynn is really good. So is Owen. Yeah, we're supposed to be really, really good for water polo. Best of luck to those guys. And then rugby, we're going to be small, but I think we'll be fast. I think we're also very new. So in the way they're doing the season is there's no playoffs. So whoever has the best record wins the conference, which kind of is unfortunate because that would be cool to do playoffs, but I don't think there's going to be any. What else we got?
What happens if you win your
golf.
conference?
For golf, I think we have 10 kids who can really play. So
Nice.
freshman through senior, it's gonna be
A good shot at
yeah, we
going
look
all
really
the way.
good, but we have 10 kids who can play. So it'll
Yeah, I
be a
mean
lot of fun.
we need to squeeze these state championships out. While we
we,
can.
we haven't
Yeah.
seen.
We haven't really seen a lot
I think
except for volleyball.
Volleyball's the only one we've
Yeah.
seen
Yeah,
since we've been going here for high school.
didn't have spring sports last year, and baseball could have made a
Yeah.
run. Golf could have made
Baseball.
a run.
Rugby would have made a run last year.
Yeah,
I
they were
think.
really good
Yeah.
last year.
I think they were predicted to win last year. So what do you think will happen with sitting at or like fans at the baseball games? What do you think we'll get a student section?
I hope so. Certainly. I mean, who knows? I mean, I think it's definitely doable. The only issue is how many fans can we fit in that little section
That's true.
area?
I mean,
Because they're not going to let us bunch up.
Yeah, I didn't know
Yeah.
maybe if we went down, for our journalism class the other day, we were walking down by the baseball field. Maybe if we were like way off there,
Yeah.
just with students and we were separated and
They
it's
wouldn't-
outside, but
they would probably wouldn't say anything.
yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe even like if they let us do that, just something.
Yeah,
to
I don't
get us
know.
involved a little bit.
And that was unfortunate too because baseball is one of those student sections that I think last year was going to just get nuts.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And we obviously just didn't even get a shot.
Yeah,
at
we're
that.
gonna have Mark Scott on the call this year too. We heard that last
Yeah.
time
Yeah,
in the
me
last
and
podcast.
Kevin too. Kevin's going to be the more professional. I'm going to be the wild card. I'm going to bring the excitement to it.
As always.
That's what I do,
All right,
baby.
we got more questions.
Yeah. Oh, here's a good one. Anthony Toretta asks, best teacher MMA matchup.
Oh, that's a great
That is a
question.
great question.
Like, who you think would be the best fighter, or should we just do?
No,
What
like,
two do you want to see go against
What
each
two
other?
do you want to go? Okay, we can do both. We can do. Portillo's out because he has MMA experience.
I was gonna say.
I'm
Portillo.
thinking we do best fighter, and then the matchup you want to see the most.
I think a great matchup would be, I think Denoyer and Armin
Oh,
would
well,
be really.
I don't think Garmin has it in him. I know Denoyer has it in him.
Yeah,
Somewhere. That man can go from 0 to 100 in a second. I'm sure.
Denoyer, maybe even like Brother Epi. I mean, I bet Brother
Ooh.
Epi's got.
That's
I
another
bet
dude.
he could do it.
I feel like Brother Epri, he's got a little sneaky psycho in him. I swear.
Well, you flip the switch there and
Flip the switch
get him
real
going.
quick. I think the best fighter
I'm trying to think, man.
would be.
Corte, maybe.
Ooh.
Nah, I think he's. I
Mm.
think he's too calm now. You know,
Yeah,
like,
he's too like.
I feel like he
would
could
reason-
get hot.
he's more of a
pretty quick.
lover than a fighter.
I feel like he could get hot pretty quick.
He was saying, yeah, I don't know.
He's got that Sicilian in him, like
Yeah.
Meatball.
I don't know why, but I feel like maybe Keuhl.
That's what I was
Keuhl-
thinking.
No, dog, like that dude is. I mean, he's built.
Maybe he would be a good
I
fighter.
feel like
he's
I
pretty
feel
big.
like Guilfoyle. It'd be hard to get him going, but like I feel like. I don't know, man. I feel like once he gets some momentum going, he's just not going to stop. And I feel like he can take a couple hits.
I could see
Yeah.
maybe like a Twellman Hale matchup.
No, because again, they wouldn't. I feel like that'd be like, trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. Like I feel like neither one of them could just like get hot like that. You know what
Yeah.
I'd love to see Thorny go up against someone.
I mean? Thorny.
Yeah.
No, and Thorny's like you've seen Thorny do sports somehow. Like when you're playing
He's
badminton.
like the greatest you've ever
Dude,
seen play some
the man,
sports.
the man moves literally in slow
I
motion.
mean, him and pickleball was unbelievable.
But he somehow gets there, and it's just amazing.
Yeah.
So what matchup would we want to see?
I kind of want to see Barnage fight someone.
I think Denoyer
I
and
wanna see
Epi would be
That'd be solid.
the best.
Or you
maybe-
right now, are we doing the two best fighters? We think, or are we doing one we want to see?
Well, either one, up to you.
Well, okay. If we're doing one I want to see, I definitely want to see Barnage in one. I just think that'd be really
Arnage
funny.
and Marsek maybe.
Yeah, Barnage would be hilarious. I'd say okay. This is the female card.
Barnage and Smurf,
The
maybe.
female card.
Barnage and Smurf,
The
maybe.
female card is Mrs. Menino and, and Mrs. Korb. The science teachers battling it out. Yo,
Science v.
the
science.
biology teacher versus the chemistry teacher. Who will win? It's a cage match to the death.
Which one's more superior, chemistry or biology?
Okay, and then for me, the best fighter I think would be.
Mark, you need a second?
Pardon me, folks. The best fighter for me, I think, would be. Yeah, I think Denoyer. I think Denoyer's got to be. I love Mr. Denoyer. He is so intelligent that when you talk to him, you are like afraid for your life just talking to him.
You know who else? Sartori. That'd be. I think he would be a good one.
Yeah,
I actually agree with Cooper.
I can see that for sure.
Maybe even Fitz too.
Oh,
I think there's a couple guys.
Fitz would be a good one.
Fitz would be good because he's got like Fitz. Rugby guys can just like take it.
We've seen Mr. Daly too. I mean, he can.
Yeah, he campus ministry holds fight nights, underground fight nights, and I've seen
They do.
I've seen Mr. Daly be an underdog and take home the chip.
Cage fights. Everyone bets on him.
They don't feed him for a week and throw in some snacks.
All right, we
him.
gotta move on to the next question. Next question,
right.
everybody.
Yeah.
Make sure to submit your questions at CSPN Podcast on Instagram. We'll get to them
Yeah.
and just start ridiculous conversations like this for your guys' entertainment.
But hey, Dr. Barnage, if you're listening, I'd love to see you fight in an MMA match. Maybe we could do me versus you once I graduate.
Queer Daddy goes, how do you guys make this podcast so good? How do we make the podcast so good?
Shout out Trey.
Three different
Yeah,
personalities.
Trey killed it, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. Trey does a good job. Then we got three different personalities, and it all just kind of meshes in to make a good podcast. I'd
For
say.
sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, and I think we do a good job of keeping it controversial, but not too controversial to get us off the air.
Yeah.
So,
We raise questions. Chaminade mom drivers and
yeah, exactly.
stuff like that.
And then we'll get one more. So shout out to Weiss Baby. The only reason I'm not going to answer this is because I feel like we've covered it, but he just says, will CCP win state in basketball? We've answered that. Yeah. And then the final question is
Hopefully.
from Peter Humsen. Is Carson Glenn the worst house captain of all time?
I think it's unanimous.
I think it's
Yes.
Yes, he is first ballot all time worst house captain.
So we're talking about biggest busts of all time.
Carson
bust.
Glenn.
He's the Greg Oden of
He is the Greg
house
Oden of
captain.
house captain. I mean, we thought we were gonna get a spectacular first round pick, but Ryan Jenks was the sleeper. He was the Tom Brady, the 7th round pick, the single mother taking on the house by himself. And Carson Glenn, he's just Carson is there when Carson wants to be there. But Jenks has got the team on his back. He's Greg Jennings. He's got the torn ACL. Torn ACL, but he's taken it to the house. But
team on my back.
But little did he know, there's a guy on the goal line named Mark Scott. He's going to tackle him short of the end zone, and it's going to be the
McClare's going all the way.
Exactly.
McClare to the moon, baby.
Yep.
To the moon. All right, well, guys, make sure you tune into the game next week. Playoff start for basketball. Finish the season 17-1.
I think so.
17-1.
Okay.
17 or 18.
I think it was going to be 18 if we played Vianney last night. Got canceled because of COVID.
Oh, that's right.
So next week, March 2nd, is the first playoff game. Still to be determined who we're going to play. But, yeah, make sure you guys tune in to the YouTube. Or actually, it's probably going to be on Misha for that. But we'll tweet out a link through CSPN. So
yeah.
I think according to Max Preps, we're handpicked top 50 in the nation now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty sure.
And next week,
38.
Next week, we're going to try to get a live video for the podcast. There's also talks of a spring break edition, being that Cooper, Kevin, and I will be in Naples, I believe.
I think I might be there the second half of the week.
Yeah. We'll try to make something happen over spring break.
That'd be pretty great.
Yeah.
We'd be out on the sun, talking to some babes, and maybe
Maybe on
getting
the
a
beach.
little interview.
Get a beach set.
Yeah, that'd be pretty dope.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's going to just about do it for this week's podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at CSPN Podcasts. Also, make sure to leave us comments and any suggestions you have for us going further. Mark, Cooper, you guys got anything else?
Nope.
Nope. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
All right. See you guys.